Fighting gets tough when you're dealing with multiple factors. Multiple factors that lead to one kidney disease, chronic kidney disease.
Like we discussed that we classify the kidney diseases in multiple ways, and one of the ways of classifying kidney disease is how quickly a kidney disease has set up. Acute kidney injury being a disease which occurs in hours to days, acute kidney disease in a few days to a weeks, or a rapidly progressive renal failure. Generally, chronic kidney disease is said to be there if the kidney disease is persisting for more than 3 months in duration. So, 3 months, any disease of kidney which lasts for more than 3 months is classified as a chronic kidney disease. Now, generally our concept of disease is like infections. We say, okay, malaria is caused by a parasite, plasmodium, it causes malaria. So, we know this etiology, or we know that typhoid is caused by a Salmonella typhi. So, we have one etiology. But when we look at a chronic kidney disease, it is not that it is one disease, it is actually reflects a weakness of the kidney, and it could be due to many different etiologies. Etiology is something which we say what is causing the problem.
Chronic kidney disease is a condition that persists for more than 3 months. First stage is when the risks start increasing. Second stage is when the kidney starts getting damaged. Third stage is when we observe reduced kidney function. And the last and final stage is when there is kidney failure. But how does one find out before it's too late? Imagine this. Your kidneys are under attack and toxins are on a war footing. Time is running out. Kidneys are losing their strength to filter. In stage 1, your GFR may be normal, that is 90 to 120. But you start seeing some protein leakage, or there could be a structural damage, like a cyst or a scar that is detected in the ultrasound. Between stages 2 and 5, you start seeing a decline in GFR.
Depending upon the degree of weakness of the kidney, we classify the chronic kidney disease into various stages. So, generally they are classified into stage 1 to stage 5 on the basis of how much blood the kidney is filtering, or as we say, what is the glomerular filtration rate or GFR of the kidney. There is an added classification on the basis of presence of protein or albumin which is leaking in the kidney, because when the kidneys become weak, the filtration also becomes weak, and you get a stage of A1 to A3 depending upon how much protein is being leaked into the kidney. So, for the diagnosis to say that a person has chronic kidney disease, you look at two things. You try to estimate the GFR, and you try to have a look at the urine for how much protein is leaking. So, based on the basis of GFR, if the person has a normal GFR, that is 90 to 120, but he is having some protein leakage in the kidney, or if on ultrasound you are seeing some structural damage to the kidney like a cyst over there or a scar over there, you will say this person has stage 1 chronic kidney disease. Stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 5 of chronic kidney disease are depending on the decline in the GFR. So, once the GFR declines to between 60 to 90 ml per minute filtration capacity, it is called the stage 2 kidney disease. 30 to 60 is considered as stage 3, 15 to 30 is stage 4, and less than 15 is stage 5. Similarly, depending on the degree of protein leakage, it is A1, A2, A3. So, if the albumin leakage is less than 30, it is A1 stage, 30 to 300 is A2, and more than 300 is A3 stage. So, this is how you try to classify the stages of chronic kidney disease.
So, why is it difficult to detect it in the first place? In early stages, it's mostly asymptomatic. It's only in stage 3 that you start seeing signs of damage.
early stage like a stage 1 or a stage 2 kidney disease, you have very minimal abnormalities because kidneys have a lot of reserve. So the person is totally asymptomatic, they don't have any symptoms, and these stages can be detected only if they are tested. While stage 3 is also sometimes called as the cardiovascular stage of kidney disease, that kidney person may not be having any direct symptoms related to the kidney, but the symptoms may come in form of high blood pressure, they may come in form of person developing some cardiac issue, and then when you assess the patient you find the kidney was the cause, one of the causes which contributed to the cardiac issue. It is in the stage 4 when the GFR is less than 30 that the patient really start becoming or showing symptoms of kidney disease, and stage 5 when the GFR is less than 15 is also called the stage of kidney failure, when you have to start planning to go for what we call as renal replacement therapy, that now the kidneys will not be in a capacity to sustain the body's function properly, and you have to think of dialysis or kidney transplantation. So that is the sort of a rough guide.
Stage 3 is when people actually get introduced to a nephrologist. A nephrologist is a medical doctor who specializes in kidney care and treating diseases of the kidneys. The term nephrologist comes from the Greek word nephros, which means kidney or renal. An ologist refers to someone who studies.
Stage 3 is the time when most of the people actually get referred to a nephrologist for the first time. When you see that the creatinine is slightly rising, you find creatinine is 1.2, 1.3, and actually you realize that the kidney function has gone down to something like 60% over there. So that is, or some protein has started to come. So that is commonly the stage in which most people who are attentive come to know that they have kidney disease. Prior to this, stage 1 and stage 2 often go unrecognized. This stage is also the stage when the metabolic abnormalities start to occur in the kidney. So your phosphorus excretion starts to go down, your vitamin D levels start to get deranged, your parathyroid levels start to go up. So this is the stage where things start to occur, and then the symptoms keep on increasing as we progress to stage 4 and stage 5.
In our next episode, we will delve into specific symptoms of chronic kidney disease.